My name is Edleean Leeciana Edward. My student ID is 2025421644, and I am from group FIN546 2G2. In this presentation, I will be explaining one of the Islamic finance contract, which is Wadi'ah Yad Amanah. Wadi'ah refers to a contract whereby the owner or his representative entrusts another party with custody or safekeeping of an asset. And in Islamic banking, Wadi'ah refers to the acceptance of sum of money for safekeeping within a Sharia-compliant framework. There are two types of Wadi'ah, which is Wadi'ah Yad Amanah and also Wadi'ah Yad Damanah. And in this presentation, I will be talking about Wadi'ah Yad Amanah. Wadi'ah Yad Amanah refers to an amanah-based custodianship. As a result, the contract is regarded as a charitable and benevolent act, where the custodian is in charge of the asset's security, and when the depositors request it, the custodian must return the deposit back to the customers. However, because it is an amanah act, the custodian is not liable for any loss or damage to the asset unless the loss or damage results from misconduct, negligence, or breach of specific terms. Next, there are three main pillars in Wadi'ah Yad Amanah. The first one is the contracting parties, which consist of Muwadi as the depositors and Wadi as the custodian or the bank. The second one is the subject matters, which refers to the asset or the money deposited. The asset must be lawful and suitable for safekeeping. And the third one is offer and acceptance, which also known as SIGA. This indicates mutual consent between both parties, which can be done by verbally or written form. Now, let's talk about how Wadi'ah Yad Amanah works. Firstly, the customer will deposit assets or money with the bank under a Wadi'ah Yad Amanah contract, and then the bank will accept the assets and deposit and will act purely as the custodian. But the bank is not allowed to utilize or to invest the deposited fund by the depositor. And then the bank will keep the fund safely and return it back to the customer or the depositor when the depositor requests it back. And if any loss occurs, the bank will not be liable for the loss unless it is caused by negligence or breach of contract. Next, there are several issues that related to Wadi'ah Yad Amanah. First, this contract is not practical in modern banking because the bank cannot use the deposited fund to generate income. The second one is there is a risk of misunderstanding among the customers, as some of them may assume that their deposit is guaranteed by the bank, whereas Wadi'ah Yad Amanah doesn't provide such guarantees for them. And lastly, due to operational constraint, most Islamic banks today have shifted towards using Wadi'ah Yad Damanah instead. Despite its limited application, Wadi'ah Yad Amanah remains important as it upholds Islamic moral value such as trust and accountability. It ensures Sharia compliance, protects property rights, and serves as a foundation for safekeeping services in Islamic finance. And not to forget that this contract is especially suitable for non-investment deposits and custodial services. In conclusion, Wadiah Yad Amanah is a pure safekeeping based on trust. Although it is less commonly applied in modern Islamic banking, it plays an essential role in preserving Sharia principle and Islamic ethical value. These are the list of references for my assignment. That's all for me. Thank you for watching.